Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Sit down, Jojo, I'm about to tell you.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, I skipped that. Hangman's Gambit. Tell me about that. I think I might stop this pretty early, but we'll still go on for a bit. Hangman's Gambit. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and letters already known. And my phone just went off. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim, triangle to shoot the desired letters. Shoot down the wrong letters, you will suffer damage to your influence gauge, your health bar basically. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. You fail! Well then, good luck and have fun. Wait, something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't? That must be the crucial point. Let's figure out what that something is. Oh my god, oh man, these graphics. So wait, it's here. This is kind of trippy to look at. It's here, isn't it? Oh my god, that's... I'm kind of getting dizzy. So yeah, here, just shoot down the letters like that. Now I understand, he said.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
True, true.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Sayaka?
That makes
What?
sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yeah.
Yes, very true, very true.
No, you ain't doing shit. Oh, by the way, there's some like weird lines going on, like when the camera moves. I'm sorry about that. It's appearing on my TV actually.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Yeah, the killer had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Oh my god, and now Kyoko's looking smug. Look at her.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Well,
Do you
tell me.
remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
How so? The killer struggled into the oh wait, I went 3 minutes for this one. Killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is wait, door frame. A broken doorknob had been broken, or a broken doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had partially completely removed.
I got it!
I mean, I already know, but
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
yeah.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
Like you see those lines on Chihiro's face just now. That's I'm guessing that's the result of a PSP, a PS Vita game being upscaled. I'm seeing that on my TV too, so I'm not sure if that's showing up on the capture thing, whatever.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Why are you looking so angry at me with your fists?
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yeah. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. Aw, shit. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. You'll be embarrassed, and Makoto will be like, "Oh, I embarrassed myself in front of everyone." It will be over for me then. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies and contradictions. Good luck and have fun. A bathroom door frame. Still only one
The
truth
incident
bullet,
took
though.
place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yeah, so that one's
Then
true,
fled
yeah.
into the bathroom.
We already know that.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
Bro, I did not. It's obvious that my bathroom door wouldn't open, but the real reason for that is...
The incident took place in Makoto's
Alright.
room.
When will let me fast
Sayaka was
forward?
first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
I just want to... I'm just doing that because I want to see like all the text, like what they have to say, you know?
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
But it can't be locked.
No, that's wrong.
The boys' bathrooms can't be locked, right?
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yeah.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
Yeah.
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm just letting the voice acting play out.
Yep, true as true can be.
Oh, this music.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all.
I gotta be honest, this music is unironically growing on me. It sounds like some Looney Tunes. I like the beat. Yeah, I'm
The
so...
reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
And it goes back to the regular trial music.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
And what's that? One important detail. Something that the killer didn't know. For some reason they were convinced the door was locked. killer didn't know was the crime took place in Sayaka's room, that the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
Inconceivable! If I see a Princess Bride reference, I'm walking out.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Stupid!
ultimately,
Well,
we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But
well, I guess whoever it was would, understandably come to that conclusion, but yeah, like Sakura said, it was unnecessary.
the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
That incredibly fucking stupid. Nah. Okay.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Haha. Better start thinking, boy.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Toko?
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Oh, no, don't do that. I had to replay about half an hour of Metroid Dread because of that.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious? I'm gonna start saying that. No, I'm not.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Really?
Oh, you...
What?
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Okay, so,
why is everyone so rude?
well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yeah.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Because
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then... maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative. If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
really?
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
The easy way.
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
What are you, Sheldon Cooper? Chill.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I'll tell you. The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room, I already have the answer. Wait. Switching room. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Rinley asked Makoto to switch with her when someone attempted to force their way into her room and she became frightened. Yeah, right here.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
There you go. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your trial. Don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely wouldn't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me.
Oh no.
Can you still deny the possibility?
Look at what? There's something I want to talk to you about. There's something I want to talk to you about. About just us two. Excuse me. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Huh?
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Even the classics. Girl, you've been watching too much investigation channel. Oh, like me. I didn't think about that. Too much Criminal Minds, all that, all that NCIS.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
In my room.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
Nah.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
I bet you would hopped on that shit.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Okay, but no, actually, I believe that.
But can we be sure
Well,
anyone
wait.
even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Yeah.
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
I will. This camera angle fucks me up every time. The dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Right. Makoto?
No, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
The way that text was scrolling there.
It certainly would seem that way.
Was that the one the reason the killer went to my room and not Sayaka's? Despite what the note said, it must be because
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms.
Sayaka
correct?
and Makoto.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see.
Hmm.
So if someone read that note,
I actually think it's the
then
first
they
one
would
that I
have
have to
gone
shoot.
Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
The room that
Makoto was
Makoto. Is this one or is the other one?
No, that's wrong.
Break.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Oh, I
That's
guess it
right.
was this one.
The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
Oh.
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Nope.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. It was Sayaka,
I got it!
right?
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Oh, something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. 5 minutes. Come see him in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
Oh man.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
I don't know why that's funny.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Right.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Right.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
I think it was
Oh,
in
yeah.
some way.
What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Uh-huh.
How could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Yeah. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because replica sword. Oh man. What do I present here actually? Room. The sword handle was missing, and some of the gold coating was. This was part of the plan. So the sword, right? Because you saw that some of the gold actually was on her wrist. Wait, something glittery. So someone probably hit her with the sword there. I'm sorry, this just doesn't make any sense. How is there any connection between the sword and her wrist?
Shoot!
Oh, it looks like. Oh no! I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, Makoto. Must be the sheath. Okay, I thought it was. Wait. Well, I was thinking it specifically said that the sword was missing some of this coating. But I guess it's a sheath then?
Shoot!
Huh? What? Wait. Then I have to present her wrist. Okay, was I jumping ahead there? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Wait. Where? Sayaka's wrist. Oh my god, okay. I'm sorry about that, yo. Yeah, there. At least we got some of the
All you
help.
have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Oh.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Yeah.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
I was jumping ahead there, bro. I'm sorry.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
It happens to all of us. Not the gold coating, but getting ahead.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
Yeah, there you go.
I see. I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Okay, I think it's about to go into another non-stop debate, actually. I think I'm actually going to stop here. So like I said before, these trials can get pretty long, like 1 to 2 hours. Which I guess, now that I think about it, I guess it's pretty standard if you're used to Ace Attorney, right? Because, well, Ace Attorney, the cases are split up. You know, the trial segments are split up, but still, they can get pretty long. So, what I'm going to do here is actually save. Is it going to have like a screen of the of Makoto there? Trial phase 7. Okay, yeah, sure, I guess. So yeah, I'm kind of running out of time, and also my voice, I guess. But actually, my voice is doing better than the other recording sessions. But we'll come back to the rest assured. We'll come back to this later. Sorry again if I'm stopping at such a weird place, but I guess this doesn't really, I don't know. So, thank y'all so much for watching this part of Danganronpa. And as I was about to say, that for the trials, I think I just might make the trial segments like longer, like even like 1 hour videos, maybe even longer than 1 hour. Just to keep the flow going, right? I think that's a good idea. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this part of Danganronpa. And I guess next time we're going to see what happened in that room. Huh. You already know she's the one who took the knife. We'll talk about all that next time. See y'all, See y'all, bye.